Hello viewers, welcome to Aspire High channel, an education content channel primarily intended for management studies. We have been discussing this human resource management subject in a series of videos, and in continuation to our earlier unit 8, that is performance appraisal, in this session we will discuss unit 9 career development with focus on the important questions and required answers for the term examination this month itself. Based on the analysis of the previous 8 semester term and examination question papers, we have discussed block wise earlier the important questions that are expected for the coming examination this month. In that we discussed that in respect of unit 9 career development, the expected questions are basically career planning and process of career planning. A good number of questions have come. That means repetition of questions. Career planning, define career planning, elaborate on the process of career planning, and also similarly succession planning was also asked. But the actual subject could be better understood if we start our discussion with career development. After that we will see career planning and process of career planning and succession planning from the examination point of view. We shall start with the first topic, career development. In this context, we should be in a position to understand terms like career, career development, career planning and succession planning in clear terms. Not only that, we should be able to define them from the examination point of view. So we should start with career. The word career is known to all of us. All the students know what career is, but we should be in a position to express in a polished way in the examination. For that purpose, let us discuss step by step. Career is viewed as a sequence of positions occupied by a person during the course of his or her lifetime. So sequence of positions from entry to exit, joining the organization and getting retired from the organization and superannuation. So next comes the career development. It is a process that helps the individual explore, choose and derive satisfaction. Those are the words, important words: explore, choose and deriving satisfaction. What does it mean? A career path will be put in place in the system by the organization as part of career development process, and as a result, a particular employee may choose, say, audit function that matches his mindset, that is, it suits his aptitude. So because an opportunity is given to explore, he will explore and choose that audit function. Ultimately, he is going to get job satisfaction out of that. So career development is understood like this. It is defined as a process that helps the individual to explore, choose and strive to derive satisfaction with one's career object. In that particular audit function also, he will be moving from one position to the next higher position like that as provided in the career path. But because of the opportunity to choose, he is going to derive satisfaction. That is the essence of career development. From the examination point of view, I have enlisted a few objectives also, very simple to understand. The first one is it attracts and retains the right persons in the organization. That means if career path is not there, some bright people may prefer to leave the organization after serving some 6 to 8 years, which will be a loss to the organization only. That may happen because of stagnation in their minds. Because even though their salary is going to increase, they may feel that they are stagnated. That is a feeling. Ultimately, they may leave the organization. It maps out, second one, it maps out careers of employees suitable to their ability and their willingness to be trained and developed for higher positions. One important point I would like to highlight is the crucial terms are to be understood clearly. Here, suitable, the word suitable is important. That is, suitability of the employee to the position is paramount. Next comes only the other things, like two more things are important. One is willingness to be trained and developed for higher position. But sometimes a promising person, that is a person having higher potential, he is willing to accept the higher position or not is also crucial for discussion. That is what I mean is a person is having potential to perform at a higher position, but whether he is willing to accept that responsibility or not is to be taken into consideration. If he is not willing, then there is no point in promoting him or her. So, but the career development process ensures that promising persons, that means those who are having potential for higher positions, they will get experience that will equip them to reach positions of responsibility for which they are really capable. That is what we mean by potential appraisal, which we have discussed in our earlier video session, earlier unit on performance appraisal. There we have differentiated performance appraisal and potential appraisal. And one more point is this career development provides guidance and encouragement to employees to fulfill their potential, because everything is transparent. Career paths are made known. There is a transparency. So in this way, we can understand what career development is. The essence of career development is built on providing support to employees to add their KSA concept, once again, knowledge, skills, and abilities. You can understand in that way also. Next comes one important point. Career development consists of two functions, career planning and succession planning. So career planning is not something different. It is part of career development. So career development has two functions. One is career planning, other is succession planning. We will see one after another. Formally, let us have a career definition. Career is defined as a sequence of separate but related work activities that provide continuity, order, and meaning to a person's life. This I am highlighting from the examination point of view only, because we have already understood what career is. But if at all, the question is, even though it is there on define career planning and elaborate on the process of career planning, it is always suggested that you start the answer with defining the career. Career is defined as like this. It is mentioned very clearly here. You can jot down. Career is defined as a sequence of separate but related work activities that provide continuity, order, and meaning to a person's life. If you define like that, and then if you go to the definition of career planning, definitely we are going to get higher marks, because the examiner is definitely going to get impressed. So please note down or jot down these definitions. So that is, first we are defining career. And to understand better, I will say one more thing. It is not merely a series of work-related experiences. Career is not series of work-related experiences, but consists of properly sequenced role experiences series. So different roles leading to increasing level of responsibility, status, power, and rewards. We can easily understand that, because one rises from, say, junior management to middle management to senior management, next to top executive cadre. If one rises up the ladder, that is career path, the responsibility increases. Along with the increasing responsibility, the status increases, the power, the what is called the decision making power, that delegated authority is going to increase like anything, and proportionately the rewards will also be more. That is more higher salary and allowances, other perks, all other benefits, everything is going to be proportionate, and it will be higher when one moves up the ladder. In this way, we have to understand the career. Next comes the career planning definition. Career planning is a process devising an organizational system of career movement. Already we discussed career path, what is meant by career path, and we have to make available this career path within the organization to all the employees. That is what it means here. It is a process devising an organizational system of career movement and growth opportunities from entry to exit. That is simply career planning. So way forward, we have to see the career planning process. Coming to this process of career planning, we can say that as already discussed, career development consists of two parts, the career development program and career planning process. From the examination point of view, we have to mainly concentrate on the process of career planning. But for subject understanding, we shall see the career development program also a little. There are three major components of career development program. The first one is internal career assessment. Second is career opportunities. Third is employees' need and opportunities. That is match. I will tell one by one. Actually, first we can say career opportunities. That is, the career path should be made available in clear terms to all the employees in the organization. Next comes the internal career assessment. Internal career assessment means for clarity purpose, for better understanding purpose, some workshops may be conducted within the organization, wherein employees will be made aware of the various positions that are available in the organization and what are the skill sets that are expected, knowledge level expected, or even the experience in the lower rung that is desired, and also the performance level as assessed in the performance appraisal reports, what is required for getting promoted from one position to another. All these things should be made known to the employees by way of some workshops. That is what we mean by internal career assessment. And it doesn't mean that an indication will be there for some people that they are going to be selected in future for higher levels. No, it is not an indication. No indication will be there. Only thing is everybody will be made aware of the real picture of the standards that are required for moving from one position to next higher position. Next, the third one is employees need and opportunities means matching, because everybody may not be able to fit into every role. Then there should be a match between the employees' expectations and the opportunities that are available within the organization in terms of KSA concept of knowledge, skill and abilities. So next comes the career planning process and activities. Here from the examination point of view, it is better to draw the diagram. It is always better to draw the diagram. And here there are 6 major steps that are shown, that is process. One is organization's HR inventory. Second is employees potential for career planning. Third is training and development program. Fourth, age balance and career path. Fifth, review of career development plan in action. And sixth one, career counseling. We shall discuss all these step by step. Let us start with the first step, that is organization's HR inventory. HR inventory means complete database of the employees. There is always a HR module nowadays provided by a software company which takes care of all these things. It is an essential prerequisite without which you cannot have any career planning at all. And first and foremost thing is organization chart. What does it indicate? It clearly spells out who is at the top and down the line who is reporting to whom and what is till the lowest rung of the employees. That way, once a person looks at the organization chart, he can easily understand what are the various steps in the career path up the ladder and also for different streams in the organization. And this HR inventory consists of the details of employees cadre wise, profile, complete profile means age, qualification, when they joined and when they got promoted from one cadre to another, what are the technical qualifications they are having, what are the any other certificate courses they have completed after joining the organization. Entire database will be there. And not only that, for career planning, what is also required is, which you have already discussed in our earlier video sessions, that is manpower assessment. What is the existing manpower? What is the expected manpower, say for the coming way forward for the coming 1 to 3 years or 5 years, and what is the gap, manpower gap. This is also one of the prerequisites for taking up the career planning. The second step is employees potential for career planning. Employees potential for career planning means finding out suitable employees who may have the necessary ability and the potential for climbing up the ladder. First thing is suitability. First, very important, wording is also very important from the examination point of view also. Please understand the sequence. First, the candidate should be suitable. Second, he should be willing to be promoted. He may be having the capabilities, he is a potential candidate, but he is not interested for taking up higher responsibilities. Then there is no point in considering him for promotion. That means second step is he or she should be willing to be promoted and to take up higher responsibilities. And for all this, our earlier preceding video, that is performance appraisal, unit 8, there we discussed at length about the performance appraisal reports. That forms the basis for this assessment of employees' potential for career planning. Next important step is training and development. As already discussed, the employee also should be willing to receive the training and so that he can develop himself. That is also important. The participants of these training and development programs should be the employees who are willing to be trained and developed further to make their career in the organization. First is capability. Second is their willingness to get promoted. And next is their willingness to participate and receive the training for their development. And such development is what the training course is going to be. In the case of a lower level workers, the technical skills, improvement of technical skills, already they may be having, but further refinement of technical skills. And in the case of higher level managerial positions, leadership qualities, the human orientation, that is what we discussed at length in our HR concepts earlier, and the conceptual skills for taking decisions. All these things are going to be provided as part of the training, and the employee should be willing to receive that training. Please try to take note of these specific points in this particular career development subject. Next comes the age balance and career paths, the fourth one. What happens is, there in any organization there should be and there will be a balance of direct recruits will be there, who will be naturally joining at a early age after the completion of their graduation or post graduation, and there will be an internal promotees. Definitely there will be an age gap. At the same time, what is important is, there should be a balance between these two groups of people, direct recruits and promotees, in any organization. If that balance is not maintained, definitely some dissatisfaction will be there for older people who may not get promotions just because of the competition they face with the direct recruits, and that may lead to demotivation for them. So what is important is, a balance is required to be maintained between the direct recruits and promotees in any organization. The next important thing is, of course, is a part of any management activity. I mean, anything you take it up on our management subject, need not necessarily be in HR domain. Review is always necessary. Review of your career development plans in action. It is a continuous activity. Career planning is a continuous activity. It is a process actually. Therefore, a periodical review is necessary to ascertain whether this is what is already put in place is effective or not. Whether employees are knowing, as part of our this career planning process, everything that is put in place in the organization, whether they are knowing in which direction the organization is moving, what the organization is expecting from the employees at one level, at a higher level, like that, and whether he or she is possessing the required skill sets or not, and whether the training that is being conducted is going to provide a necessary improvement in the knowledge, skill, etc. So all these things, whether it is actually happening, because it is already put in place, whether it is actually happening or not, will come out only when these career development plans are reviewed. So review of career development plans is very, very important. As part of that, whom we are targeting, we are trying to help the employee as part of this review. Not only that, for the organization also, this annual review of performance, that is also going to, how it is assessed based on our performance appraisal reports. This annual evaluation is also necessary for the organization also, to know the employee's performance, the limitations, the drawbacks, their goals and aspirations, and whether the organization is able to provide the necessary match between their expectations and the reality. So in this way, this career development plans review is going to help both the employees and the organization. The last step in this process of career planning is career counseling. Career counseling, the word counseling is well known to all of us, can easily understand. So career planning may also involve counseling as one of the steps, or the last step here, wherein the employees will be counseled on the career paths that are available. We can say that what are the opportunities that are available, at the same time what are the limitations that are there within the organization, that should be made clear to them in the counseling process, so that what they should do to get promoted, that should be conveyed in the counseling process. At the same time, it is not good on the part of the organization to create unnecessary expectations that after 20 years you will definitely become vice president, like that, or just after 15 years you are going to become a vice president. That type of unnecessary hype should not be created. What is required is to provide a scenario of the opportunities that might become available. You will only show a picture that this might happen to you. This might happen to you. So what is required is, first you develop yourself, your knowledge should improve, your skill sets are to be improved, your abilities are to be improved, your attitude is to be fine-tuned to the requirements of the organization. Then automatically there is a possibility that you will move up the ladder. That is, you are going to move up the career. That is what we mean to say in the counseling. So one more way of telling is, for a normal person who is having who is a mature person, he can understand things well. He knows what is good and what is bad, and what is reality and what is hype. He has that maturity. But to such a person, this career counseling will definitely help understand more clearly and develop, so that the employee will develop their own thinking and outlook. So, okay, I have to work like this, I have to perform like this, I have to develop myself. Then automatically opportunities are more likely to come to me. That type of impression is to be created as part of this career counseling. Now we shall see the next and the last topic, that succession planning. Here also the word succession is very clear to everybody, easily understood by all of us. But from the examination point of view, we have to make a clear expression of what is succession planning. Succession planning is defined as an ongoing process that identifies necessary competencies, that is a required level of standards, then work to assess, develop and retain a talent pool of employees in the lower cadre in order to ensure a continuity of leadership for all critical positions. In order to ensure continuity, why succession planning is required? Because to maintain continuity of leadership for all critical positions, otherwise that will lead to some deficiency at the top, and it is going to impair the functioning of the organization also. Sometimes that may have such type of impact. That is why succession planning is very, very important. It is defined as a process, ongoing process, not a process, it is an ongoing process that identifies necessary competencies, then works to assess, develop and retain a talent pool of employees, talented pool of employees in order to ensure a continuity of leadership for all critical positions. That means in a particular organization, a position of some director is there, and below him deputy directors are there. So, okay, at a later point of time, when the director is going to retire, or in a certain case he may opt for resignation also, for better pastures he may leave the organization and join another organization. Then for a continuity of that position, because it's a very critical position, they are almost a head of a particular major unit in an organization, then definitely who is going to fill that position from the next rung, that is deputy director's level. That type of succession planning is very, very important, which identifies the necessary competencies in the next cadre. The purpose is to identify and develop people to replace current incumbents for various reasons. I just said two reasons. One is resignation, other is retirement. It could be promotion. Suppose there is when we are talking of a particular position, say vice president, and he may get elevated to president, then vice president post will be vacant. So then filling up that vice president post is going to be important. Diversification means putting people into new roles. Creation of new positions means same cadre, but people will be shifted to new positions that are created as part of the requirement of the organization. In all these cases, there is going to be some gap or some vacuum for some time, which should not be there. There should not be any vacuum like that for a moment. So, for continuity of leadership for all critical positions, succession planning is very much required. Succession by people from within gives a shared feeling. Okay, how to fill the gap? There are two ways. One is internal promotion, other is head hunting from the market. But we have to understand the sentiments of the people within the organization. If very good people are there, highly capable people are there within the organization, if you bring somebody from outside, definitely their morale is going to be affected. That is why succession by people from within gives a shared feeling among employees that they can grow as the organization grows. So when promotions are given from one cadre to another like that, in a systematic way, in a transparent way, and where merit alone counts, automatically their feeling will be there for the employees. They can grow once the organization grows. That type of feeling will come. It is a very positive feeling, and it is leading to have a very vibrant organizational culture, and it will help the organization like anything in achievement of the objectives of the organization. The second thing is, when the suitable candidates are not there, there is no other way but to search for talent from outside. So one is we have to look for inward potential, identify the potential that is available within the organization, fine. Otherwise, we have to go for external search for talent from outside. This is all about the succession planning, and these are the important topics to be covered for the coming examination this month pertaining to Unit 9 Career Development. Thanks for watching. We shall meet in our next video presentation. wherein we will be discussing our next unit, that is unit 10. Subscribe to the channel and also give your feedback in the comment section so that way forward the courses, the course content and the content delivery could be modulated as per the requirement of the students. Once again, thank you. Happy learning.